Welcome back to another video by Gamer J. Our Magic the Gathering Arena videos are an attempt to strike a balance between transparency as a fully free-to-play run while not recording every minor detail. Today, we'll take a quick look at our mono blue deck, which has some of the best cards in our collection right now, and we'll play a ranked match. So to get started, well, let's take a quick look at our mono blue. We did create a red-blue deck that has some pretty cool cards in it, but it just doesn't flow as well as our mono blue. Our mono blue has, I don't know if this is considered to be an ideal curve. I would say not, but I think it works really well for us. In particular, being mono, I think you can manage a different curve balance anyway. We do have just a little bit for one drops. The strategy for this build is control flying. Mostly hand advantage draw, but a little bit of control options, and flying is the big theme that really makes this deck work in terms of being able to get damage in. So obviously this is not doing any damage, but it is an early one drop that gives us some scry. Not completely worthless later on, as it will stop beasts. Anything that's big that doesn't have trample. This can chump block and can stop some of the lower. There are a lot of cards in this set that I found. And of course I'm only really working with core set 2020 and a little bit of Ravnica, and I've got cards from other sets. I'm not sure how I got them other than the free decks. I didn't get them from opening the M20 packs, which are the only packs that I've opened, and I didn't get them from the single draft that I've been able to do so far, which was also M20. So let's see. Some anticipate just some good card movement. I'm really liking the Brian Bourne Cutthroat, at least in concept. Has the ability to just keep on growing, and we are playing plenty of spells, and we do have a few flash cards for creatures like Spectral Sailor. So even mid to late game, Spectral Sailor has value in addition to being able to draw a card and having flying. It can also help pump Brian Bournes. Not negate just because I don't have any counter spells. This is part of my creature control. I know that it's not the best in the format, but it is what I have available to me in blue. I have one sleep paralysis down here as well for big fatty removal, but it's a common, but I've only got one. So it's in my deck at 4. I don't know if it's the best for cost efficiency, but it fits into what I feel like is a good curve for me. Flying draw, gotta move. This is the main reason that I decided to build a mono blue. It was initially part of my red blue, as I did have a Chandra as well, and it had some pretty beefy red cards. Warren Evos, just amazing efficiency for my flying theme. There are a couple of cards that I have that don't have flying, but so many of them do. This is card draw. That's all it is. Straight up card draw, and it's cheap. Even if I pay 3 for it, it's not bad for 2 cards. Bone to Ash. Kind of wish I had a couple more of these, but they're not bad. Dungeon Geist as flying, and you can keep creatures. It's more creature control. Air Elemental starts to lose a little bit of efficiency, but it is flying, because it's flying, it actually doesn't lose too much efficiency if I've got some Wardens out. Cavalier of Gales, an amazing card, and I got this. I don't don't think I got it in my draft. I don't know if I feel like I must have opened it. Maybe it came with one of those mastery packs that I don't remember much of, because I just kind of grabbed the mastery stuff. After the first branch and second branch, I didn't look real closely at the rest, because I was like, all right, well, I'm going to get whatever cards I get. They're standard. I'm not really picking and customizing when I'm selecting these mastery, slots. They are whatever they are, and everyone gets those. So I wasn't feeling like I had to, be extra careful about how special I looked at them. And then, everything after the Cavalier Gales is just, curved toppers that seemed okay for me. A Windstorm Drake, I don't think that I'd want to run it in most other decks, but we are flying heavy. And Riddlemaster Sphinx, also flying heavy, and it can help with the swing with the bounce on it. Mass manipulation, just amazing if you got enough mana to actually just gain control of things. So you need at least 6 mana to gain control of one thing, but if you've got 8, you take 2 things from your opponent for 8 mana. That's pretty good. It's unlikely that I'm ever going to see 20 mana in a typical game to be able to take 3 things. If a game goes that long and taking 3 things is actually useful, it's kind of a ridiculous game. This is not really a super slow control deck, so there's one in here, and I can see it being the swing card late game, taking control of something really beefy. Their main blocker with reach or something. So that's a quick look, and believe me, for me, that was a quick look. I apologize for my speed on things. I'm just a slow guy, but we're going to go right into our play, and I can only be just so slow with it now. Game has started, and I'm going to be on timers. Well, game's almost started. There we go. And I have played a few games with this deck now, and it's done well for me, but I have no illusions of greatness. It's mono. I think I got a mulligan this. If this was limited, I'd be like, okay, I gotta keep it, but it's not. We'll keep 6 and we'll drop our most expensive card, because it's not the most amazing 5 drop anyway. Looks like we're on the play. We'll go ahead and get our scry out. Cutthroat is a 2-drop, and we don't have a 2-drop, so we're definitely keeping that up top. We'll look to flash in next turn. It doesn't have flight, so it won't be blocking this guy. So be able to gain a life a turn is effectively what that'll do. And he's got a lifelink flyer. That's probably not going to do much for him. As this game continues, because we're going to be getting flyers. Let's see, a 2/2 or a 2/1 and draw a card. I think we go with got no flash options. We go with the 2/2 for now, so that we can block the Hawk. Um, and we're going to go with no attacks. If I remember right, white has some removal in the form of, I'm guessing a sorcery that kills tapped creatures. You know, I'm very new to M20. I'm also very new to Magic the Gathering Arena, but I feel like Arena's fairly easy to get figured out as long as you already know how to play Magic, which I do. And gonna block. So use whatever trick you're gonna use. Oh, okay, makes sense. It's a bit of a shame for me, but you know, it doesn't end my game by any means. And it gets that card used at a point in the game where it's not, I feel like it's not as critical as other fights might be. Oh, well. Non-creature spell. Okay. No attacks. Yeah, I think they gain that life during their turn. If you gain a life, gain that much +1. That's +2 as long as you have 25 or more life. Okay. So, man, that's pretty efficient. They are gaining life on their turn. They are tapping out those defenders, as it were. He's tapped out my flight. Well, yeah, I'm going to do the trade because I can't cast the 4/4 on my attack. Goodness. So I can hang on to the negate. I think I'm going to go for. Let's do this. Let's ground their flyer. And it's still a 2/4 and still block me, so I'm still going to go with no attacks. And not sure if I keep on giving her some pluses for control of that angel. I guess I do, because they're giving me 2 damage otherwise. Alright. I have no flyers, so this thing costs me 3. Let's lay this out. Get our 1 mana out. And no attacks. I feel like some of our late game drops do add elements of control and anything awesome and amazing that they might be able to come together with. Is something that might become my asset rather than theirs. If I can draw into it correctly. cool to be able to use negate. I mean, I don't have much going on here. Well, they're going to have that 3/4 to attack with here on this next turn. One card. This is a sorcery spell. I think I just pay the 3 and we'll suck it up, Buttercup. Well, I do get a flash off of that, and it's a flyer, so I'm going to flash in, jump block, and my Brian Cutthroat will be able to block a Soulmender. So that is useful. So this guy has massive amounts of life, right? That's not going down at all. But I still don't think that's going to save him. I just don't. On each other creature you control. Okay, so it's the same cat. Go ahead and declare your attackers. All right. So we are going to, I guess I can stop. Either way, it's chump blocking stuff. So let's take the 2. Right? That puts us basically on the same playing field that we were a minute ago. We lose 1, they lose 2. Air elementals are awesome for us. We are not attacking, right? Because we have only 4, so well, maybe we are attacking. Maybe we're attacking after all. I don't think we're attacking. I think we're gaining control here. Don't know what that 1 card is that he has in hand. I guess we do know what the card is. Ceres Guardian, 5/5 flyer, and other creatures of vision. So they're going to be attacking. And the 5/5 flyer is going to become my target. Well, that wasn't very smart. It's not very smart at all. So, yay for Copper League. So I'm not going to lose anything on this exchange. And now their 5/5 just became a 3/5 without flying. And I've got enough mana for everything. Non-creature spell. Just blocking with my wall at this point. So we have control at this point, guys. It looked bad because they kept on gaining life, but they never really were able to destroy all non-land permanents. Well, that would be a problem for me. But we were able to hold on to that negate. Again, not the best kind of counter in the world, but definitely saved us there. And my 0-4 defender is putting in work. This is not an instant. We're going to draw cards to finish this thing out. XP. Well, that's not really important to me. Draw. Draw. Yeah, let's draw one more card. Cost 5. I think I'm gonna hold on to it because I want to cast out to spell on their turn. It's not a flash, so it wouldn't have been the game. It would have given me 3 more damage. Deck thinning for them. I guess that they know that they have life gain, so they might think that they might be able to pull this out somehow. Maybe they have another one of those planar cleansings. I don't have any draws, so let's just get this out of the way. Well, this is the card we're going to take. And then we're going to draw cards to get their turn. Okay. Well, I guess with this seal, maybe 20 mana is not such an unlikely scenario, or was it 10? I don't remember what it was. 20 was ridiculous, so it must have been 10. So I've got 10 on this turn. So we're going to this 2 to drop that. Make this thing cheaper. We'll drop this. And we are going to all attack. There are 3 attackers. And that's 15 damage. That's good. Okay, don't know what I was thinking. Why wouldn't I have done that one? Oh, because it was 3 more damage. I don't know. It wasn't... Alright. So there we go, guys. Our mono blue is putting in work right now for us at the lowest levels of play. That's cool. We got some leveling. We got some 750 coins. I don't know where that came from. I see 500 here, so I don't know why that's 750 and that's 500. I presume maybe I got another. Oh, there we go. Yep, 250 right there. We got a pack to open. We'll go ahead and open that up. I don't know what I would craft right now. I don't have an ideal deck in the moment. So we'll open this pack and we'll call that a night. I don't know what's super exciting here when I look at it. I like the Scorch Spitter. Murder is awesome. I like the Feral Abomination, even though it's probably a horrible card for a 6-drop, being a 5/5. But I like Death Touch, and a 5/5 is no small threat when I'm just looking at the other cards in M20. Meteor Golem up there is pretty cool, at least in limited, and I tend to think of things from a limited perspective, because that's just how I am. I enjoy drafts and other limited formats more than I enjoy constructed. All right, let's take a look at it. Don't know what this is. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped. So, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's an instant, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. So if you're defending, or you're going for a foe, turn alpha. You're like, hey, this could be turn alpha if they just took it all. I know they're not going to, or they'd be dumb to, or whatever. It could be really useful at it's a combat trick for field advantage if your opponent doesn't count on it, or even if they do count on it, sometimes there's nothing you can do about your opponent's tricks other than hope that they don't have the card in their hand to pull it off. So that looks like a decent rare for the right deck. Not for my current collection, unless I build something for quests. If I got daily quests for white somethings, I'll probably build a deck for it. Right now my decks are mostly the decks that came with everything. I've built. Did I build Dome Destruction? I don't even remember. I know I built Wanton Destruction. There we go. So I don't. That's probably a pre-built. I built Wanton Destruction. I built Mono Blue, and I built Red Blue, and my Black and White Nah. So that white rare might make it into my Black and White Nah, or some other aspect, but. That's it for now. I'm pretty happy at 4,100 coin. That means I have almost enough to get another draft going. So I'll probably grind some more on that, but I'm not going to subject you to any more tonight. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Gamer J, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.